Hey crew, it's Ben, and we're back with another reaction video. We're continuing on with the Sevin journey here, and this is Surrender. It's tagged Purple Heart 4816, so I'm assuming that there was a death. Y'all know, or at least an injury. Y'all know I'm big on my veterans, and so we're going to dig into this one and see what's up. Let's check him out. This is Sevin, Surrender. God over money, that's what's up. That's the name of the channel this is on, yo.
Oh yes, Lord, I surrender.
Yes, sir.
Lord, I sometimes, oh yes, I surrender.
Them pipes, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. My papa was a preacher, but his papa was absentee. He did the best he could to keep his son from living fast and free. Religious rules in Christian schools, the other children laughed at me. Plus we never had much green, so I never did dress fashionably. Everybody wore the same old smile, but it was just a mask to me. I saw through the hypocrisy when the pastor made a pass at me. That bastard had a class of us and kept asking us to do nasty things, to the point I have the baddest dreams of savage things attacking me.
All too often, that is a real deal. Too many people walking around snakes in sheep's clothing. I don't say wolves, I say snakes, because that's what they are. They are the spirit, the spirit of the Antichrist coming out. Like, I never believed in the reptilian conspiracy till I saw it in the Bible, and it's there. And some of these people walking around, smiling at you and preaching to you, are snakes. That's real. And they out there preying on your kids. That's real.
He moved away, but you could say the tragedy had a lasting reach. Blocked out any memory, still can't stand to hear no pastor preach. By now I'm about 11, and I've learned life comes with hazards, B. Sometimes I just break out in tears. A dark cloud seems to pass through me. My best friend was my blood brother, and at 13 he died tragically. And after he passed in that car crash, I wish that was me. I had a heart, but life ripped that apart and gave me apathy. I felt God did not look after me. All I had for him was blasphemy.
It's hard when life's hard. Like, if you've never been through hard, like, everybody goes through a version of hard, but some people do have it harder than other ones. Like, that's tough. It's tough what I went through. My kids did not have to go through tough like I did. They've been homeless twice and they don't know hardship. You know? They don't know what it's like to not have your daddy be there. They don't know that. They don't know what it's like to have a pastor try to have sex with you. They don't know that. They don't know what it's like to have a pastor preaching falsely to them. They don't know that. We broke away from the church. We did. Because the church was not living the church. And that's it. Like, that's it summed up. Like, they acted like my wife's postpartum depression was heresy. Like, that wasn't real, that she wasn't faithful enough. They didn't want to talk about God outside of the church. We just fell off with them. Like, and that's real stuff. If you haven't been through the heat, you don't understand the heat. But you can be sympathetic to the heat. Like, I didn't live this man's life, but I definitely have sympathy for him. Because I've been through the heat too.
Falls on us all, the good and the bad. Same thing that'll make you laugh one day, well, it's gonna make you sad. And now I see I gotta walk by faith and never walk by sight. No, I don't understand your ways, but I know you're always right. And I surrender.
It is hard to do that. Like, to really surrender. To understand that even though bad things are happening, there is a plan and a purpose. I'm going to relay this story real quick. 2016, we had a flood here in Louisiana. Most of the area around us flooded. Most of the people around us were affected. It got 2 inches from the bottom of my trailer. God protected us from that. That was in August of 2016. November of 2016, the pastor that had just bought the trailer park we were living in, like we owned our trailer, we were in a trailer park, and the pastor that bought it came to us the day before Thanksgiving to let us know that the eviction notice was coming. Because we were not old enough to remain in the community that he wanted to build. We were too young to be there. And we fought it. We tried. We went to court. We tried. There wasn't nothing we could do. We got the eviction notice at Christmas from the pastor, along with everybody else in our neighborhood. Out of the 30 or so trailers that were there were 3 that were allowed to stay. Everybody else had to go. We had a whole ordeal with that trailer. Like, we had a guy was going to move our trailer, and he got it stuck. He stole our money and bounced. We had 2 other people come to try and get us out. We finally got our trailer moved, and we couldn't get it set up. We couldn't get nobody to come out and set it up. Like, it was a whole ordeal behind this trailer, right? And the whole time, I'm trying so hard to not be bitter and to not be the man that I used to be. We wound up homeless. We had a trailer that we couldn't live in. And a friend of ours let us stay in his trailer. Like, he had a trailer that he wasn't using. It was his mama's. She had cancer. She was in another state, and they let us stay in that trailer. We were there for 3 months before God blessed us with a house. We've been in this house for 4 years now. But we wouldn't have been in this house if that pastor hadn't kicked us out. That's a hard thing to accept when you're going through it. It was easier for me than it was for my wife because I had already given up the life. I understand that the hardships come. It is a hard road to walk. But God has a purpose for that hardship in your life. He has a reason to walk you through every hardship that you go through. Whether that is getting raped as a 5-year-old child, or whether that is losing your home that you bought and paid for and was thankful for. Like, he saved us through the flood and then brought us to a home. And where we're at now is we've been blessed here. Like, blessed beyond measure right here. I am thankful every day. I still say a prayer every day thanking for God for this house. It's been 4 years. So understand that the trials and the hardships, they serve a purpose. You may not see that purpose, but they do serve a purpose. And God is going to bless you through it and on the other side of it.
I surrender. I surrender. All that hurts sometimes. Hey, I went from good kid to a hood kid. Seemed like the change came overnight. Life cloaked him with a heart that's frozen. Rolling on a stolen bike. Smoking like a chimney with a semi sitting in that holster tight. And every other word was blood. No love for who we supposed to fight. Went from praying prayers like, Lord, I love you, I keep you close, I don't know if you even there. Just help me not get smoked tonight. I'm so enticed by the thought of being loved, I'd pay the coldest price. I done sat inside a cell for niggas and was never even thrown a kite. Rebelling against the God.
What I told y'all about that. I've told y'all about that. Like, these people that out there say they riding for you, they are not. If they got you in this, they are not riding for you. That.
I done sat inside a cell for niggas and was never even thrown a kite. Rebelling against the God I hate. I blamed him for my load in life. What made it worse, I played with curses. Even though I know what's right. I used to ask church folk why life's so hard, but I got no advice. Or they just relay a bunch of cliches that don't suffice.
I got you, bro. If you watch this, Sevin, if you watch this and you still wondering, check out my backlog, bro, because I got you on this one. We walk through this so that we can help others through this. Those of us that have got the strength, he gives the hardest challenge. That is bet money right there. I know you got it. Like, this was 2016. This was the beginning. I'm assuming the beginning. This is the earliest one I've seen. Yo, he walks you through it so that you can help others. Because the ones that are having the struggle, you can help. That is why we are here. We are here to experience the hard stuff and to help other people with our experience. That's why we have that. That's hard to understand, but it's true.
Depressed and half psychotic. Narcotics are my chosen vice. Consumed with idols. Suicidal by 18, I tried more than twice. Married to this selfish pride. I seen the devil throw the rice. And every day I dwell inside this hell. He tells me roll the dice.
I feel that, y'all. Go through my backlog.
It falls on us all. Send the good and the bad. Same thing that'll make you laugh today. Well, we know it'll make you sad. And now I see I gotta walk by faith and not by sight. I don't understand your ways at all, Lord, but I know you're always right. And I surrender. I surrender.
Yes, sir.
I surrender. Although it hurts sometimes. So bitter and so broken, my soul soaking in misery. With no hope for the future though, cause I'm so focused on history. Till one day someone cared enough to share just what you did for me. I could quickly see how differently you act from the Christians I'm witnessing. You live this thing called love while all of us are just so nitpicky. Your righteousness, you gave your life for us, literally. The thought that you're the one I hated sickens me. It's a trip to me how quickly we fall into iniquity. Even though I acted wickedly, you still chose to sit with me. I'm the worst one on the court, Lord, but yet you still keep picking me. It now becomes so vividly clear that every test and every trial was predestined, and the outcome was your victory.
That rhyme scheme, though, huh? Hey, he just went off on that.
And the rain falls, yes it does, on the good and the bad, oh Lord. Same thing that'll make us laugh one day is gonna make us sad. And now I see by your grace I gotta walk by faith and not by sight. Yeah, I know I'll never understand your ways, Lord, but I know you're always right. And I surrender. I surrender. I surrender.
See what he's doing right there? The church we were going to, if you did that, they'd have laughed at you. We're gonna let it play on out. I gotta stop it though. It's a playlist. Bad money. Y'all make sure you get back over there and give some love. Go on, man. Good on, man. Give him a like, give him a sub, give him a share. This is the message that we need to get out. This is hot. This is great stuff. I love this. This is a man of God singing to God, and there is nothing better in the world than that. That's where we're going to leave it. I ain't got a whole lot left to say on this one. I said what I needed to. Sevin, thank you for this. I appreciate it. This was good stuff. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you were here with me. I am praying for you every single day. This has been Pit's Take. Peace.